Hey folks, hope you're doing good today. Man, we're having some dope bands on the channel this week. The Grindcore on Monday absolutely kicked ass. Yesterday's vid was super cool as well. 4 killer heavy hardcore bands full of energy. Today we're going to check out 4 killer super heavy deathcore bands. And tomorrow we've got a 2-piece band with some sludgy groove in there as well. So man, we're just killing it this week for the bands. The first band we're going to check out today is our good friend James, Cincinatti Bowtie. This guy does all his own work, one-man band. Not only that, he makes his own videos and everything else. For this video that he's put out today, he's also put out another video showing how he made it all at his house and stuff like that. And I really appreciate guys like this who are getting the job done all by themselves. Now, he did message me a couple of weeks back and said, look, would you be interested in doing the mixes for me? And I listened to his track and it was actually already very good. It just needed a few minor tweaks. And I said to him, look, dude, you can get me to do your mixes for you, and then you'll just basically stay where you're at now in terms of your own mixes. I said, you'd be better off just keep doing it yourself because you're nearly there already, and you've just got to, refine a couple of edges, and then you can still do it all yourself. So I talked myself out of a job there and earning some money, but I don't mind doing that. I'm honest with people when they come to me like that, and I say, look, you're really close, you're almost there already, and I want people to, if you watch this channel, you know I talk about it all the time, but I want people to create and record and mix and master their own music. I think it's super dope. So yeah, talked myself out of a job there, but he's done a great job since. Keeps on getting better and better, and when you're doing deathcore stuff, you've really got to nail the sound, get it right, and this guy's definitely heading in the right direction. So I'm pleased I said to him, just keep doing it yourself. The latest one he's got for us to check out, it's just come out. This is called Immortal. Let's get it on the screen and give it a spin. It's got the right sound. Oh, there you go. That's the end of that one. Yep. This dude's killing it. I'm glad I told him to keep doing his mixes and just didn't do it for him. Because to be honest with you, deathcore isn't really what I mix. Deathcore's got to have a clarity to it. And my music doesn't have a clarity to it when I mix it. I like deep and dirty stuff. But this guy is killing it for a one-man band. You've got to remember, this is just a one-man band getting the whole job done. And most deathcore bands are kind of 5-piece bands, have 2 guitarists and all the rest of it. So super dope to be able to get all of this done on his own. I think it's amazing. And he's getting the sound right. He's got great sounding drum kit, even though they're MIDI drums. It sounds natural. You can hear the ring out of the toms and things like that. The cymbals sounded great. He worked the kit in the right way. Blast beats and breakdowns. That's what you want to have in this kind of music. Thick, heavy guitars, a nice bass to it as well, but also keeping that atmospheric, synthy, orchestral high end to it, which balances out the mix, just makes it wider and bigger, and brings in a vibe to it as well. Vocal layering and just doubling up the vocal to make it even heavier as well. So man, this guy's doing such a great job of it. Just keep up the good work. And just going to keep getting better and better and better. And the fact that you're doing it all on your own as well, with music that's got an edge to it, that's got a refinement to it, and it's with deathcore, you know, you can't get away with just having loose and rough edges like you can with, say, hardcore and grindcore and some death and things like that. It's got to have a clarity to it. It's got to have a sharp edge to the music. That's why, you know, he's doing a great job, because he's captured that in there. Super dope. Keep up the great work. Now I've lined up some other bands, heavy bands, to go with that one. And these bands aren't small bands. These guys are on Beheading the Traitor and things like that. And I thought, well, should I put in with a bunch of other one-man bands, or should I just keep it with, you know, the other bands that I've got in the queue? Now I decided to put in with the other big bands, because I thought, well, he's doing such a great job. It'll just show that he's doing a great job when you put him next to bands who've probably been to the studio and things like that as well. And this guy sounds just as good and getting the job done. That's why I love one-man bands. This band we're going to check out is called Spoiler. Their track is called Repress. Let's get them on the screen, give them a spin. Yeah. Great punch on those drums. Cool thing with these deathcore bands is they do bring in an atmospheric, high-pitched edge to their music as well. It's not all just chug. It balances out the mix, makes it bigger, gives it an atmosphere. I like it. bass tone in this one really adds a lot of power. Sick one. Cool video as well to go with it. Love to see them rocking out in a video. Very, very cool. Now these guys are super modern. Did all the things that I was talking about that James can do as well. Have a nice clarity, have a sharpness, have an edge to the sound that cuts through. The drums were super punchy, sounded great. The bass guitar had a grizzle and grind to it. It's just added a heaviness to the low end as well. Deep, heavy gutturals, but with a clarity to them still as well. Yeah, very, very nice. Nice panic chords and hardcore influences in this one as well. Not just straight deathcore. So very, very cool. And again, like I was saying, with the atmospheric edge in this music, which I do really appreciate as well. It's not just heavy chug, and even on that chuggy breakdown section, they brought in that atmospheric, creepy, vibey kind of sound. And it just brings in an extra edge to the music that wouldn't be there if they just left it as a chug. It would be empty, silent space at that time. But by bringing in the atmospheric edge, it's just another cool sound to add to the mix, and it fits in with the music because all the guitars and the bass and the drums and everything are deep and low in this kind of music, and there's a big open space there for that kind of atmospheric high-pitched sound. So you just slot it in there, doesn't clash with anything else, and it just brings an extra sound and vibe to the mix. Very, very cool. I enjoyed that one a lot. High quality. Now let's check out this next band. This next band is called Portals. Their track is called Burden. This one came out in 2019, so it's a bit older. Here we go.
I'm always constantly searching for a
again, we've already got that atmosphericness in here as well. Yeah. Yeah. Eternal suffering, forever pain. Right away, always have to burn. Everything just feels the same. Always searching for a feeling that I will never regain. Great guitar tone. You can hear the bass as well in this one.
Till
Loving the way he's working the ride. That's such a great guitar tone in this band, man. It sounds amazing on those booming open strings. I think they're using a 7 or an 8 string there. Sounded absolutely dope. What a great guitar tone. Really gave a power and a drive to the music. Again, with that nice high-pitched, wailing, atmospheric, creepy sound in the high end to just add more atmosphere and vibe to the music. Had a darkness to this one, just heavy and loud and kind of just driving forward. Sick. Great vocal, great video to go with it as well. Just seeing the dudes rocking out, I'm on board. Very, very dope band. Let's finish off with this last band. Man, we're having a great day today. These are on the Slam Worldwide channel, which is a great channel to check out this kind of music if you don't know about them already. This band is called Cell. The track is called Within, Drown in the Blood of Sorrow. Let's finish off with these guys. Another great day on the channel. Drummers are doing a great job of working out the ride, tinging it through the mix. Nice stomp to this one. Get the time changes as well. Feels dope to drop into a new time change. I love it as well in these bands where the drummer tings along the ride with the bass drum. It just sounds dope with the chug of the riff as well. Yeah. Another great guitar tone in this band. drummer's doing such a great job in this track. Yeah, what a sick track that was as well. Man, we've killed it today as well. Drummer in this band just did such a cool job of making the tracks interesting and spicy, tinging away on the ride, little fills here and there, mixing up the beat halfway through. He did an absolute great job of moving the energy around in the track and just having things catch your ear, little tings here and there. Sounded absolutely dope. Another killer guitar tone in this band. The modern bands nowadays, you don't even really need to mention how killer the guitar tone is, because it's rare nowadays to get a crappy guitar tone or a weak guitar tone. It just comes through with a power, with a heaviness. It's like your head's stuck in the speaker cabinet, and it just drives the music so hard nowadays. It's absolutely dope. And when your drummer's that sick as well, yeah, you just work together and absolutely kill it. Super heavy vocal in this one as well. And again, you could hear the bass grinding away, which again just adds that extra level of heaviness and distortion to the mix. Low end drive and power. So this music absolutely just rocks you as hard as it can. Super dope. Well, today we've had one-man bands who are doing it all themselves in their own bedroom to guys who've obviously been to the studio and paid someone to do them a high-quality professional vid as well. And I think they've all kicked asses equally well. You know, I love the one-man bands that they get it all done themselves, but then you just love to check out high-quality bands that have got it all the paid for it as well, but got all the boxes ticked in a high-quality and professional way. Super dope. I'm pretty sure all these bands still need more listeners, like all the bands that we've had on this week. High quality bands, but going under the radar, and still need more people to find out about them and know about them. So if you've liked these bands today, please head over to their channels, give them a like and a subscribe, because if they see a little bump in numbers after being on this channel, they'll know that we're doing a good job over here. That's what we're all about. Super dope. Tomorrow we've got some two-man sludgy groove on the channel. They're just a two-man band. The guitarist uses an octaver to get the deep and low tones because he's got no bassist in the band. So I'll definitely recommend checking that one out. I've already recorded the video for it, and I really had a good blast listening to those guys as well, which will be 4 days this week. We've had absolutely killer bands on. I'll have to line some up for Friday to keep the quality high and going. Super dope. Hope you've enjoyed it today, guys. Give us a like if you have. If you're in a band and you want to get on this channel and let me talk about your music, head over to the website. The links are all in the description, and we'll get you on next week. See you around, guys. Bye.